Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Today, we'll walk through the process of onboarding a contractor using the VA's new on and offboarding service. Once you are logged into the service, the first thing you would like to do is click on the Onboard a Contractor tile. From here, you will then select the radio button associated with the contract you wish to onboard the contractor to, which will then open up step 2, selecting a user to onboard. Here you will enter the contractor's last name, first name, date of birth, and social security number. Following that, you will click the search button. One thing to note, though, is that the date of birth field section must be filled out in the correct format shown. Upon clicking search, you can see that no matches in MPI were found, to which you will then select to onboard the contractor as a new user. Once the VA on and offboarding service has generated the profile for you to fill out, you will then begin completing all of the items marked with a red asterisk. One thing to note on this page is that the VA on and offboarding service is integrated with the remote access portal RAP request process. The core can specify the need and justification for the user to receive remote access. The information provided will be used to automatically submit the RAP request to the RAP system, where the approvals are applied. Therefore, no additional approvals are required in RAP. Following this, the core will receive an email from your IT to finalize the RAP approval, and the email will also contain the ticket number for the core's reference. The core or contract lead does not opt to provide the contractor with a GFE. The RAP request will default to the Citrus Access Gateway for the contractor. For contractors that require government furnished equipment, the user will select yes for request for GFE. Following this, the request for GFE information section will appear, and the core or contract lead will fill out the GFE type, the justification, and other information pertaining to the contractor's need. Finally, the user will select the work address for the GFE affected end user location, which will be the facility the contractor receives their GFE from, and the request will be queued and acted upon the successful creation of an AD account. The core will also receive an email from your IT to finalize the GFE approval, and this will also be one source for the core to access the ticket number for the request. Once the profile creation tab has been completely filled out, you may then select Save Draft at the bottom of the page. It is recommended to always use the Save Draft feature, as the service may time out if left unattended, which will cause all the above information to be lost. After the profile creation tab is saved, you may then select to submit the profile. Select OK, confirming that the information above is accurate. Then select OK again, confirming you would like to move on to the final submission. This will then bring up the VA email validation pop-up. If any VA emails already exist for the user, the possible emails will be shown as selectable options in the potential list section. If no results found is listed, you will then select the radio button to stage a new AD account. Following this, the VA email section within the Profile Creation tab will be populated with a VA email, and the profile will be submitted. Upon submission of the contractor's profile, you will then be directed to the SAC Adjudication tab. The pop-up on the screen lets the core or contract lead know that for the creation of an AD account and the issuance of a PIV card for the contractor being onboarded, the equip must first be completed, sent, and accepted by DCSA, and the background investigation initiated. You will notice on this page that the individual has had an ICN generated for them, as well as a VA email. In addition to this, you can also see the date that the documents were uploaded to the PSAC, and the status and adjudication date fields will automatically populate once the results of the SAC adjudication have been completed. The core and contract lead will also receive email notifications confirming the SAC result. If the SAC is favorable, the submission is automated. However, if the SAC is unfavorable, manual submission will be required. If you should leave the onboarding service for any reason, upon return, click the My Dashboard tab from the home page to view the contractor's status. After navigating to the My Dashboard page, you may begin to search for the contractor in question using the above filters. Once you have located the contractor in question, you may click on their name, which will bring you to the contractor's mini dashboard. From here, the core may view all of the current statuses of the various steps completed in the onboarding process. As these steps are finalized, they will be marked with a green check mark with the date of completion. As you can see, upon the conclusion of a favorable or unfavorable SAC adjudication, the service will send a notification to the core, contract leads, and the contractor stating the results of the adjudication process. In this instance, the SAC was returned as favorable with the date of completion on November 15th. In addition to the SAC adjudication email, the core, contract leads, and the contractor will receive another communication stating that the contractor has been assigned TMS training. With this, the contractor will also receive an additional email stating their TMS login information and will provide them with a link to reset their password. One thing to note is that the onboarding service will create the TMS account for them, so it is no longer necessary for the contractor to self-enroll. Jumping back over to the contractor's mini dashboard, you can now see that the contractor's SAC adjudication date field has been populated and listed as completed with a green check mark. Looking at their SAC adjudication tab, you can also see that their information has been automatically populated with the adjudication date and the status of favorable, allowing the contractor to move toward the next step in the onboarding process by completing their required trainings. As you can see, the onboarding service has sent an email notification to the core and the contract leads, letting them know that the contractor has completed their required TMS trainings. You may also notice when looking back at their mini dashboard, they now have a green check mark with the date of completion for their TMS trainings. One thing to note on this page is that the contractor's status reads ESD approval pending. This is a process taking place in the back end in which the AD account is being created, but the service is making sure the account is in the correct domain. Another area the core can check on the contractor's TMS status is the training tab, which is located after both the profile creation tab and the SAC adjudication tabs within the contractor's profile. On this page, you can see that the contractor has completed their VA privacy training, which is displayed with a green check mark, but they did not complete their HIPAA training since myself as the core marked this training as not required when filling out their profile creation tab. As you can see, the core, contract leads, and the contractor will receive an email from the VA on and offboarding service letting them know that an Active Directory account has been staged for the contractor. Moving back over to the onboarding service, you may now note that the contractor status has been updated to active, indicating that onboarding is complete. From here, we can also go into the contractor's notes and audit log tab to verify the processes. As you can see from here, we can confirm that the AD account was created and timestamped, as well as the activation time and date for the account with the new SEC ID. From here, if you would like, you may use the PIV sponsorship link located on the left sidebar, which will take you to the legacy PIV system to sponsor the individual. But if this is not part of your normal workflow, please continue to utilize whatever workflow you have in place to get the contractor sponsored and a PIV card issued to them. Overall, this is the basic process for the onboarding service and bringing a new contractor to the VA. Thank you for your time and have a great day.